between elegance and emotion. What did Jin BTS really feel during Taehyung and Anna Wintour's Vogue USA moment? The world froze for a brief, glittering second, a second that would echo far beyond the walls of Vogue World USA. Cameras flashed, the music swelled, and in the center of that luminous chaos stood Kim Taehyung, better known as V of BTS, sharing a slow, poised dance with none other than Anna Wintour, the legendary editor-in-chief of Vogue. But amid the applause and digital hysteria, one image captured more attention than the moment itself: Jin BTS, watching in silence. What did he feel as the world celebrated a moment that seemed to blur the lines between art, fashion, and emotion? Was it pride? Was it disbelief? Or perhaps something deeper? A quiet recognition that the group he helped build was evolving into something even larger than fame itself. Observers across the globe replayed the clip endlessly, Taehyung's hand gently guiding Anna's, the crowd holding its breath. And Jin's stillness mirrored through the livestream, a stillness that felt heavier than words. For a performer known for his humor and warmth, Jin's silence became the loudest reaction of all. Was it admiration, or a dawning realization that the era of BTS as a unified force was slowly transforming into a constellation of individual legacies? Taehyung's Vogue appearance was not just another celebrity cameo. It was a statement, a seamless fusion of Korean artistry with Western high fashion. His tailored ensemble, echoing royal Korean motifs woven into modern couture, became a visual metaphor for cultural diplomacy. Yet, behind the aesthetic perfection, the emotional undercurrent was impossible to ignore. As Anna Wintour smiled genuinely, almost tenderly, it felt like a symbolic passing of torches between two worlds, the gatekeepers of global fashion and the new wave of cultural icons redefining its language. Back in Seoul, Jin sat before his monitor. The live stream lagged for a moment, freezing on the image of Taehyung mid-turn, the lights glimmering off his cuffs. For a man who had just completed his military service, stepping back into a world that had evolved while he was away, the scene carried layers of meaning. BTS was not merely a band anymore, it had become an ecosystem of global influence. Watching Taehyung move with such confidence and grace, Jin reportedly muttered, "This is not the boy I used to tease in the dorms." That statement, whether genuine or apocryphal, spread rapidly among fans, igniting debates. Was Jin's silence a moment of awe or quiet contemplation? Could it have been a subtle message about the unstoppable evolution of fame and identity? The reactions within the BTS circle painted a tapestry of fascination and respect. Jungkook, from Tokyo, sent a voice message filled with excitement. "Hyung, did you see that?" He made Anna Wintour smile. "I've never seen her smile like that." Ever the philosopher, responded in the group chat with a single line from Nietzsche, "Become who you are." But Jin's contribution was a single post, a screenshot of the dance, captioned simply, "I need time to process this." What was there to process? Was it the surreal image of Taehyung, once a shy trainee from Daegu, now effortlessly commanding the respect of global fashion royalty? Or was it the subtle awareness that BTS, once bound by shared stages and synchronized choreographies, was now branching into spheres far beyond music? Social media predictably exploded. Hashtags like #VogueMeetsV and #JinReaction dominated global trends within hours. TikTok edits juxtaposed Jin's thoughtful gaze with Taehyung's poised smile, while fans argued passionately over the symbolism of the dance. Was it purely performance, or something deeper, a celebration of cultural evolution, of East meeting West not through commerce, but through art? Critics, too, entered the discussion. Some hailed it as a defining moment in fashion diplomacy, where Taehyung and Wintour symbolically erased the boundaries between traditional media authority and New Age global stardom. Others dismissed it as carefully orchestrated spectacle, a calculated move to keep Vogue relevant in the digital era. But even among the skeptics, one fact remained undisputed: the world had watched, and the world had felt. And what of Jin? His silence, paradoxically, became the center of the story. In an era of constant noise, of viral reactions and instant opinions, Jin's restraint resonated more deeply than any statement could. It was as if his stillness embodied a universal question. When art transcends its origin, what remains for those who first built its foundation? As days passed, Jin finally broke his silence with a quiet reflection posted online. From the dorms to Vogue. Who would have imagined? The tone was neither sarcastic nor sentimental, but profoundly human. It was the acknowledgement of a journey, not just Taehyung's, but their collective one. Observers noted that Jin's reflection mirrored the maturity of a group no longer defined by uniformity, but by individuality that still harmonizes under one legacy. What once started as 7 boys chasing a dream had now evolved into 7 distinct forces shaping global culture in their own ways. Yet the question lingers, and perhaps it always will. What did Jin truly feel during that Vogue moment? Was it nostalgia for the past, admiration for the present, or quiet awe for what was yet to come? This uncertainty, this blend of pride, melancholy, and reflection, is what gives the moment its emotional weight. It's what transforms a simple dance into a cultural mirror, forcing us all to reflect on growth, change, and identity in the age of fame. But here's the deeper question we must all consider. Do we believe what we see? Was the dance an authentic exchange of respect and artistry, or a calculated tableau designed to feed the machinery of global media? Could the emotions we witnessed be both genuine in feeling, yet amplified by design? As viewers, we must learn to navigate this blurred space between sincerity and spectacle, between elegance and emotion. The story of Jin's silence and Taehyung's grace is not merely entertainment. It is a reflection of our era, where perception often outweighs truth.so as the lights of Vogue fade and the world moves to its next viral moment. Perhaps the most powerful thing we can do, like Jin himself, is to pause, to watch, to question, because sometimes, in the quietest reactions, lies the loudest truth. As the frenzy surrounding Taehyung and Anna Wintour's Vogue USA moment continued to dominate headlines, one question began to surface in the minds of both fans and skeptics alike. Was it all real? Was this truly an unscripted, authentic connection between a global pop icon and the most powerful woman in fashion, or a carefully constructed media performance, engineered to spark the exact kind of viral conversation we are now having? The internet thrives on spectacle. But somewhere beneath the glamorous choreography of celebrity culture lies a deeper question that demands our attention. Where does authenticity end and performance begin? Jin's silence, Taehyung's poise, Anna's rare smile. Each detail has been dissected, replayed, and reinterpreted across platforms like TikTok,